Hello and welcome everybody, Farmer Dnkey here. We did go ahead and skip a few months since the last episode, just to kind of make sure that there's something to do around the farm. I just finished emptying the last of our barley into our flour mill. So there's definitely a few things that we have to catch up on now, as far as chores, because I didn't do the chores between. But our grass is ready to mow, so we can make some more hay and silage to feed our cows and goats. So we will be probably making a trip down to get rid of some of the hay and silage that we have. And then we also have plenty of wood products to go ahead and sell. So I'm going to go ahead and get the wood products loaded up, and we will see you guys after this brief intro.
Welcome to the Farmer Dnkey Show, where the seeds are planted and the crops will grow. Grab your boots, let the good vibes flow. It's Farmer Dnkey time. Let's go.
Alright, we are back. As you can see, we couldn't fit everything. We kind of got a really full load. So we'll get this sold. We'll head over there and grab the rest of it. I think we have a few more pallets of planks long and beams. There we go. That got us up to 82,000. We were looking a little slim on the money side. So it's definitely a good thing that we came over here to sell the wood finally. There we go. And these should be our last 5 pallets to sell. We also don't have any more room in our bakery for bread. So I think because bread's not currently at the high point as far as selling. There we go. So I think what we'll do there is sorry. I'm still a little under the weather, but I am thinking what we'll do is just take it out of the, like, just one load out, and then that way it should have plenty of room. I don't know how much more flour we're gonna get. As I said, we emptied the rest of our barley. Let's see, how much more barley do we have? We still have 17,000 liters, so we might take 2 trips out of the bakery, because it's completely full at the moment on flour. But we have to run this down to the dairy, and then we also have to run the eggs over to the bakery. Make sure I don't drive through the trigger to sell stuff. And then once we get done with that, we'll move around the manure and slurry down at our cattle farm. We're going to go ahead and check on our olives to see if we've got a growth stage at all. I haven't checked on them in a few months. Gotta see what those look like. That is something that we're gonna have to look out for in the market, is a harvester for the olives. Hey, there's no fog today, so we can actually see the bridge. I know last episode we kind of were struggling to see the bridge even though there's grass growing over it. Interesting. I never noticed that. But what was in the used market today? Looks like there's a class. Not a whole lot of stuff that we would use. I don't think this is the telehandler I prefer. Yeah, because you can't put a weight on the back of that one. All right, sorry about that. Yeah, so we're gonna head down here, get this unloaded, if I remember which direction to go. I am using my keyboard and mouse today. I did not feel like plugging in my steering wheel to record. And honestly, the last few days I hadn't wanted to record or even stream for that matter. Like I've been feeling terrible the last few days. But I'm feeling a little bit better. So I decided I should probably go ahead and record, so that's what we're doing. Milk's dropped off, so we have goat milk. To make some... Am I making... Yeah, I'm making butter out of goat milk. That's right, instead of goat cheese. We got... Looks like we have a pallet of buffalo mozzarella and several pallets of bottled milk ready to go. All right, eggs are in. Yeah. Yeah, we'll take a couple loads here. What is the price of bread at the moment? Ooh, yeah, no, it's almost $1,000 lower than full price. So we will probably just stack it over here. Shift. There we go. All right, there we go. That should make plenty of room because that just about empties that production. And then when we do go to sell that in a few more months, it will be completely full, which will be nice. A great full load will make a lot of money. Oh, wrong button. I think what I'll do is we'll go ahead and grab the milk first, get that dropped off at the dairy, and then we'll come back around and grab the slurry and manure. And so I will see you guys here in a short once we're finished doing the chores over here. All right, welcome back in, everybody. I'm not quite finished done doing chores around here. I still have to feed the buffalo, but I don't know if you guys know anything more about olives. Like, I planted these a few months ago in GameWise, and they're still saying growth stage 1 out of 7. Do they take multiple years to grow? Let me know in the comments if you guys have done olives before. But I just kind of find that a little weird. But I noticed our water buffalo are running a little bit lower than what I want them to be as far as food. Yeah, they were down to 17,000 liters, and they can hold quite a bit more. So, kind of figured we'd use our vineyard tractor, the Landini, for a little bit more than just the olives. It definitely fits a lot better into the buffalo barn than our other tractors. So I think we will use that for mostly feeding the buffalo. And it seems to handle the mixer just fine. I know. I could technically just get any trailer and use that. But we already have the mixer, and it spits it out on the side just nicely. I don't have to worry about it tipping and glitching through the roof. So that's why we've been using the mixer to feed the buffalo low. So I think probably get two more loads maybe. Well, I mean, it'll definitely fit 2 more loads. But we do want to go ahead and top that up. So I've been kind of thinking, I know many of you have probably already listened to my Lifeline album that I have on YouTube. I was thinking of doing a country album along those same lines, and doing it as another playlist. But definitely let me know what type of inspirational music you guys would want to hear from me, and I will definitely think about making that kind of an album. As to me, it's more about the message versus what style it's in. And a style that you guys will listen to makes the message spread a lot easier. So definitely let me know that in the comments. I look forward to seeing what kind of music you guys would love to hear. And also, do you think I should post the random songs that I've made for like the 1 tile challenge or this challenge, as far as making different albums specifically for those songs? They're a lot of those are little, well, definitely on the less serious side of things. But they're a little bit more goofy and kind of more centered on the challenge itself. That's why I hadn't really posted them. I mean, I could post the ones that aren't challenge specific, as far as like the farming songs. Like, I've definitely been thinking about that. Just because that way I can kind of make like a copyright free radio stations, is one of my ideas. So when I'm doing live streams, or when anybody else is doing a live stream that wants to play it, I don't mind if they play my music at all. I know Gold Gaming and 3Js have been playing my music on the live streams, and I think that is completely awesome, and I love to see it, because they're just spreading that message a little bit further. So I definitely want to know your guys' input as far as music wise. Which direction should we go? Oh, okay, so it didn't fit another full load, but that means the buffalo are completely full and we can head back up to the farm. I'm just going to go ahead and park the Landini. I think I will dump the rest of this into the cows. That way we're not having TMR sitting out in the open. But the cows are definitely not starving. They have 500,000 liters of TMR still, so. Another thing I noticed between cows and buffalo, so cows produce a lot more milk than buffalo, but buffalo produce more slurry and manure than cows. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Am I stuck? Oh. What am I running into there? Like, is there a hitbox that I'm not seeing? Okay, that was kind of weird. Ran into an invisible wall. All right. But I'm going to park the Landini, and then we will see you guys back down at the farm so we can go ahead and mow and bale up our grass. So we'll see you guys over there. All right. So we are back. We did go ahead and start mowing, and then we also sent a worker down to take our TMR over to, well, not our TMR, but our silage over to the TMR mixer. So we can kind of start emptying our bale storage a little bit and getting the mixer running again. I did also notice that we need to buy some more mineral feed in order to get that going. We've definitely been burning through a mineral feed like it is going out of style, but hey, at least the cows are happy. So I don't know if you guys are keeping up with my my roleplay series, the Farmhand to Farm Owner saga, I guess. But I released on last Friday, I released the first episode of the second season of it. Definitely changed how I am making those videos, really. I went a lot more with the storyline progression versus farming. Because one of the things that I've noticed is a lot of my videos, they're really just the same. I mean, the conversation changes here and there, but it's very farming focused as far as the videos. And so I wanted to do something a little bit different, focus more on the storytelling side of things versus just the gameplay itself. So definitely let me know what you guys think about that. Go check it out if you haven't yet. Great story going. I have a friend of mine that is doing awesome as far as supporting that story with other character voices, so you don't just have to listen to my voice all day. But she is doing an awesome job. Unfortunately, she's not a content creator, so I can't drop a link to her channel and say, hey, go check it out. But she's a very good friend, and definitely want to give her credit for the hard work that she's been doing to support that series. Yeah. It's definitely a lot more fun. It's actually a little bit longer as far as recording times. I've noticed. So I am only going to be doing one of those episodes probably every other week. Just because of the amount of work that has to go into them. Yeah, like it is a lot of fun though. And so definitely will be continuing that series. Just with a twist. But I think I'm going to go ahead and finish up mowing this because you guys see enough mowing all the time. And I'll probably catch back up with you guys when I do baling. I think what we'll do is we'll start baling and get probably about 6 bales for silage, and then we'll do the rest in hay, because we do use a lot more hay than we do the silage. And of course we're not selling silage, so there's no real point in just storing a ton of it. So I think I'll watch my baler and we'll do 6 bales, and then I'll come back and ted all the rest of the field, and then we'll go from there and see how many bales of hay we get. So we will see you guys back here in a short for you, and it'll be a minute for me. All right, welcome back everyone. We did go ahead and reset our bale counter. So we're gonna unfold the tool first, apparently. Right. We're gonna start with our headlands and see if we can't get 6 bales of grass off of that first. That's 1. Yeah. So we don't use a terrible much of silage, like I was saying earlier. 2. But we still need it. Granted, we still have a bunch of hay left over. Three. I don't know why I am counting. We have a nice little chart that'll do it for us. But I also know that it won't. No, we got 2 in the field, 1 there. No, 2 there. Because it doesn't count it until it drops. So we've actually done 4 bales. But it only says 2 at the moment. And we're working on our 5th. So I don't think we'll make it all the way through the second headland pass before we'll be switching over to hay. So that's not a bad thing. We will have to come through and ted it and then rake it up. Then we'll come back through and finish baling the rest. And this should be our last bale as far as the silage goes. So once this is full, we'll unload them and switch over to doing some hay. I just kind of wanted to see, we've been getting about 15, ooh, there we go. And how do I unload? Looks like our worker made it to the drop-off point. Not unload bales early. Should be Y. Yep, there we go. And 6. There we go. Alright, so put this over to the side for now, and then I think what I'm gonna do is I will time-lapse the hay process. So we will see you guys back after this quick time-lapse.
I've been driving down a long dirt road, Headlights cutting through the unknown. The map's all wrinkled, the lines all worn. I've been lost since the day I was born. But the river's running steady, the water's wide, and I can't see what's on the other side. Like a bridge in the fog, it's waiting for me. Through the haze and the doubt, I believe what I can't see. The path may be hidden, but my heart's still strong. I'll keep on walking till I find where I belong. Some folks say the road's straight and clear, but mine's been tangled with shadows and fear. Still every stumble has taught me to stand. Every wrong turn led me back to who I am. And I hear that river whispering low, son, keep the faith and you'll find where to go. Like a bridge in the fog, it's waiting for me. Through the haze and the doubt, I believe what I can't see. The path may be hidden, but my heart's still strong. I'll keep on walking till I find where I belong. Sometimes the truth is covered in gray, but the sunrise is only a step away. If I trust the road and the lessons I've learned, the bridge will appear when the corner is turned. Like a bridge in the fog, it's waiting for me. Through the haze and the doubt, I believe what I can't see. The path may be hidden, but my heart's still strong. I'll keep on walking till I find where I belong. Yeah, that bridge in the fog will carry me home.
Alright everyone, so we just finished baling up the hay. I hope you guys enjoyed that cinematic time lapse. I was messing around with the Universal Autoload mod, and I realized that if you go into the settings on it, it will actually, like, you can change it to where it charges you per bale or pallet for loading, and you can set what it would charge you. So I don't know, maybe we will set that up just to kind of see what that would look like. Of course, let me make sure I unload the bales out of the John Deere real quick. Well, I guess I could probably just do a... Nope. Okay. Turn on the engine and unload the bales. Get that folded up and out of here. Let's see, how many bales did we get? Let me turn back on my HUD. We got 16 bales, and we had 6 silage bales. So that's just under half. I wonder if we should go ahead and go up to 7 silage to make it more of half. But we're also feeding hay directly to the sheep. But the sheep don't eat as much nearly as the cows. So I think we should be fine if we just drop it down, and then that might give us about 1 extra bale that way. And we just need to finish up picking up all the bales. I did wrap and move the silage out of the way just to make sure that that wasn't going to cause any collision issues there. Now that that's put away, let's hop back into the Challenger. And we'll grab those silage bales. And then this is ready to be fertilized next month. We still are kind of looking at what we can do as far as expanding the farm some more. I know we want to definitely look into getting a olive harvester, but I'm not sure when those olives are going to be ready to harvest. And that's going to be a big part on that. Well, when are we going to be able to tell? Now, we don't want to buy it and not need it if we're not going to need it for another year. But in the same turn, I don't want to put off buying it and then not have the money to buy it when we need it. So I was looking at the market, and it looks like we should have enough money here in a couple of months, depending on how much more wood products we sell. That, and with the bread sales and the milk sales getting ready to peak later on throughout the year. So yeah, we'll take a look at this. So our milk products, they're going to peak in October. Bread's going to peak in January. So October might be our best time to go ahead and look at buying it. I mean, we do have quite a bit of milk ready to go. Just, it's not at that point. Now, as far as looking at the harvesters go, there's one that starts out at 253,000 that only 156 horsepower and up to 190, but it holds 3,000, and then with an additional, I think it's 2,000. Yeah, we can get the 4,000 liters. And then of course it's 1,500 to change it to olives instead of grapes. So we're looking at, because I don't think we need the super big engine. 156 horsepower should be plenty. Yeah, and we'll just do standard tires. So 256,500 for that. Now, as far as the New Holland, it starts off at 306. You don't get any horsepower. It's stuck at 182, and it's only at the 4,000 liters. So we can get just about that. And even if we wanted to upgrade the horsepower, what is that on the Gregory? I want to say it is. I'm not sure. I don't know the brand. So if we even bought the upgraded engine, yeah, we'll throw the wide tires on. The max price we're going to pay is $274,000, which is still about $30,000 less than the New Holland. So I think we'll go with the Gregory. As far as that, and if we want to do grapes, we just take it to the shop and configure it over to grapes. They just change out the prongs. I think they add more. They add more prongs for olives, so no big deal there. So I think that's what we'll end up doing. Don't know if we need. No, that's for grapes only. Yeah. So I think that's what we'll end up doing. We just need to, kind of get a little bit more money saved up, as we're only at 104,000, because I did go ahead and spend a little bit to buy 8 pallets of mineral feed so we can get our TMR production going again. But I think that's where we're going to go ahead and call the episode. In between episodes, I'm going to refill our lumber mill. So yeah, until next time, thank you all for joining. Make sure you smash that like if you've made it this far, and consider subscribing. Definitely go and check out the content creators in the description that are also partaking in this challenge. So until next time, peace.